Up in a small town, rural town in Texas. I never knew I was a statistic, but I was. I was one of the 60% of black children who grew up without a father in the home. Though my mother loved me and did her best to raise me, I suffered emotionally and relationally because my family was incomplete. I was one of the 70% of black babies born to an unwed mother. The absence of my father caused a festering hatred in my life that led to many destructive habits as a young man and even to my early adult life. I was one of the countless young black men who unwittingly accepted a false sexual identity, and in the process led me down a path I was never meant to travel. These and other troubling statistics are attached to the lives of real people in our communities who are struggling each and every day just to make it. Knowing that our families have been beaten, battered, and shattered by AIDS, divorce, abortion, fatherlessness, joblessness, anger, and violence, why in God's name would we sanction homosexual marriage? My heart goes out to gays and lesbians who feel that the only way they can be happy is to marry someone of the same gender. I too, at a time in my life, felt that being with another man was what I deserved and what I needed in order to make my life complete. AIDS, caused by this false picture of human sexuality, has a damning and direct effect on the reproduction and the continuity of the black family. As leaders, we are called by the Creator to speak truth and to stand by that truth. Notwithstanding that sometimes people may not live by that truth, we are still required to speak it, to stand by it, and never change it. Even if we fail to live by those standards ourselves, for the good of all, we must never change the standards. If we do so or allow others to do so, we will find ourselves lost and wandering in a wilderness of social and moral ambiguity. What's more, our own precious babies, our children, who are struggling already with issues of self-esteem, trust, and security, will have to bear the brunt of our foolishness. Dr. Martin Luther King's dream was an inclusive one. He included everyone who wanted to do what was right. His dream was a dream of righteousness. His strong sense of righteousness forbade him to co-opt God's standard of morality. But through it all, in our communities, we have weathered many devastating attacks against us. But through it all, we never gave up because we knew what was right. That's why we as people of color must demand passage of the federal marriage amendment. We owe it to ourselves to demand truth and honor justice only forged by truth. Though I was born to an unwed mother, I am now married and faithful in marriage by God's grace. Though I had no father to depend on, today I'm a committed father of 5 beautiful children who have my pledge never to leave them until they're able to stand on their own 2 feet. Though I wasted 11 years of my life as a homosexual, I am now a free man by the grace of God. Finally, I call on every member of the Black Congressional Caucus, specifically my own representative, the Honorable John Lewis, not to change the standards, but to change the hearts of people so that marriage is strengthened rather than destroyed. Dr. King saw the beginning of his dream for his children come to pass with the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Help us see the dreams of our own children come to pass by securing and restoring and demanding passage of the federal marriage amendment. God bless you.